Hi guys, well somebody received an early Christmas present and it wasn't a piece of coal or a brick. The man who became famous during the Farage riots earlier this summer. Brian Spencer was identified as a result of a clip of him going viral, and he was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months for violent disorder and racially aggravated harassment. The BBC were kind enough to remind us of the individual involved.
The man who was captured on video being hit in the head and the crotch by bricks during the Southport riot this summer has been jailed. After footage emerged of the incident, 40-year-old Brian Spencer was arrested and later pleaded guilty to violent disorder. He was jailed at Liverpool Crown Court yesterday for 2 years and 6 months.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, now while we laugh at Brian here for being a bit of an idiot, to put it mildly, there's a serious issue here as well. Those who egged on individuals like this, those who convinced them to go out and commit these acts of violence, have not suffered any consequences. For example, Nigel Farage, who has been blamed for inciting these riots in the first place, is more popular than ever. Robert Jenrick, jumping on this bandwagon as well, has seen his popularity increase. He almost became the leader of the Conservative Party, and he still probably wants to be at some stage. So those who've been egging on these individuals, those who cast the stone and hide the hand, have not suffered any consequences. On the contrary, they've seen their popularity increase. Now, why is that happening? We had hoped that as a consequence of these riots, that those individuals who were inciting violence, those individuals who were egging these people on, would go away, would be quiet, would realize actually we've gone too far. And instead, they took a bit of a break, and then they went back to square one again. They went back to complaining about asylum seekers in hotels when they're not hotels. They're complaining about asylum seekers in accommodation and not working when they're not allowed to work, and they're not allowed to, as a consequence of not being allowed to work, they can't rent accommodation like other individuals. The rhetoric once again is there are too many people in the country. The government need to be deporting as many as possible. Stop the boats. So the rhetoric calmed down somewhat following these riots, but it's back to square one again. Back to the same old story. And while Brian here is going to be in jail for some time, those who, as I said, egged on individuals like this are actually benefiting from the situation. Something is deeply wrong here. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.